Alright everybody, welcome back. I am gonna probably go off on a little bit of a tangent today, and it was in regards to a couple of different events that have been going on for the past week. It's been very crazy, been very busy. So today's episode is going to be on or episode number 3 for the 6 human needs is going to be about significance. But first, I'm going to go off on a little bit of tangent and kind of talk about what's on my mind. So, starting with last night, it was very eventful. I was supposed to actually get this video recorded and posted. And of course, as you put things off, life happens. And then next thing you know, you miss your deadline that you set for yourself. So, I'm taking the opportunity really quick to this morning to be able to get this at least recorded so I can get things done and then posted later. So starting with last night and how life happened. My wife and I, we were out and about trying to get things done, get dinner prepared, and our kids were actually at their friend's house, both of them different houses, and while we were actually gone, and we get a phone call from one of our sons. He was with his friend. They went to go check the mailbox for his friend's house, and during that time his friend was actually approached by an individual driving a van, ultimately trying to lure them into the van. This becomes very real when it happens to you. You're flooded with emotions. Your knowledge kind of kicks in, trying to take charge, figuring out what you have to do to get things done. We kept them on the phone, rushing home during the time. We actually passed a cop. He was parked in a parking lot, and I flew into the parking lot while my wife was on the phone, and I updated the cop really quick. I basically informed him of the situation, what was going on, but I didn't have all the information, because one of the things I wanted to kind of do is checks and balance. Was it something, maybe a story that was brought up or thought of by the kids just to think of a story and say it, or was this true? What kind of information is it? Did this happen several minutes before they called us and they talked to several friends and the story changed? So all these different things. So I didn't call the cops right away or anything, but since I did see them, I swung into the parking lot, basically crossed over 2 different lanes just to get over to the police officer. Got him the information, and he and myself and my wife, we take off heading back to the house. So once we got there, there was another patrolman that was already there and was getting the information from the kids and basically scouting out the area. So going into a recap of the 6 human needs and what we've covered so far, number 1 is is certainty. Number 2 is variety or uncertainty. And just the event last night kind of hits a recap of both of these. So the first one is certainty. How do we deal with certainty in this event? With so much crazy things going on in life this day and age, how do you do something to be certain your kids are cared for and safe? One of the ways that my wife and I actually care for our kids, we don't want to shelter them. We're not just going to say you have to stay in the house forever, and we're just going to sit here and protect you. That is one way of getting certainty, but your kids will not learn and grow and experience life. So our area where we live, it's not a bad area. It's not filled with crime. It's not unsafe or anything else. So that being said, things can still happen. Even if you feel certain, it can still happen. So what we did is we actually purchased kind of like a phone watch, kind of like a James Bond thing, and it's a gizmo is what it's called, from Verizon. So this way the watch, you can actually or the child can call, you know, up to like 3 different people that's pre-programmed: myself, my wife, grandparents, whatever it might be. So that is one of our ways, so they have a means of communication. Number 2 is it allows us to be able to track them. All right, so if something was to happen, we have an idea, or at least a last location or something else to give us that little certainty. So going into the number 2, the uncertainty, looking at, obviously, events can still occur. It doesn't matter how certain you are, things happen. So getting into a variety of uncertainty, when it happens, obviously you're flooded with emotions, your body fills up with energy, which is typically why people in life doing different events, they look for that uncertainty because of the feeling it gives them, the excitement, whether it's good or bad, adrenaline, you name it, different things are there. So obviously that's a big uncertainty. You just don't know what's going to happen. All right, so that's a quick recap of basically just yesterday and one event, and how the 6 human needs can kind of play a part just in that one event. Okay, so also looking into the 6 human needs, it's not just a a cure-all thing. This is just to give you an idea of how you can look at different events and understand what's going on. So getting into another event this past week in regards to significance is our stage in planning different events that is coming up in the future. All right, when you're planning events, you're trying to cater to a lot of different people, and everybody has their own different idea, means what it means to them and why they're doing something. So in this event, where one person might put their input in, or maybe the originator of the event, and they want to do it a certain way because of the fact that they want to feel significance. This is part of them. It doesn't matter what else is going on. They feel that certain events that are put forth, if they're doing this, it helps them feel loved, significant to somebody else. Significance is not a bad thing. Significance gives you a meaning, gives you a feeling of love and importance, and everybody looks for it in different ways. So if, let's say, you want to go out and dye your hair a crazy wild color, maybe you dress a certain way, you act a different way, 9 times out of 10 it's because you want to be noticed, and noticed falls under significance. When you're trying to be noticed, it makes you feel as if you're a step above, just getting the attention. So if you have a child that's consistently acting out, then it could be a variety thing, but it could also be a significance where somebody or one of the other children are receiving the attention, and the child doesn't know how to really get the attention. So whether it's a good way of being significant by great grades or acting out, there's a need for attention. They do that for significance. That's how they know to be noticed. All right, so as well as loved, whether it's good love or bad love, if you're sitting there yelling at them, they still feel significant and they're getting your attention. So in regards to the events over the past week, where you have different planners or anything else that are involved in the situation, maybe somebody is making adjustments because of the certainty it gives them, the certainty of an outcome for the event, that they don't have to basically cook, clean, whatever it might be, and they're certain they can just kick back and not worry about things. And that's great. You don't have to worry about anything, so you're certain that everything is taken care of. Where somebody else feels on the 6 human needs, significance is more important to them. It's about the meaning of the event. So everybody has these needs. It's about understanding it and how one person's perceiving it as one of the human needs and somebody is perceiving it as something else. Okay, so once again, this isn't just a life-changing series. It's just a better understanding of you and those around you to hopefully open your eyes a little bit to what's going on. I still get caught up in different portions of the 6 human needs, and the thing is, like, events happen, but it's about evaluating it. Okay, this happened, let me step back, let's figure out why this is happening or what's going on. So it gives you a better understanding. All right, so I hope this helps you guys, in regards to kind of the stories and understanding for yourself what could happen, how you can relate the 6 human needs of the first 3, the certainty, uncertainty, or variety, and significance. So the next episode number 4, is going to be on love and connection. All right, so once again, where one person was feeling the significance of this event, it could be that love and connection as well. So now you're linking 2 of the human needs compared to somebody else that could be linking a different human need. So hopefully that kind of is understandable without putting everything out there for these people. Maybe I'll get some backlash, maybe I won't, but that's okay. It's about understanding, or at least trying to understand. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, obviously hit the like button, hit the share button, comment below. If you're on Facebook and somebody shares the video, make sure you tag me. You can go to my Facebook page, Trey Ryder Coaching. Tag me in it, whatever. I'd be happy to see those comments so I can comment back to you guys. I'd like to know any kind of events that maybe recently happened for you guys, and maybe you can use the first 3 to kind of understand partially why you decided what you did within that emotion. All right, so thanks for taking the time. I look forward to bringing the next episode to you guys, and as always, continue to better yourself and grow and forge your life. Talk to you guys soon.